Well, happy Saturday. I'm so glad we could be together today. We have got a great class, but I'm a little subjective on that one. So, we are going to be doing band work today. So, if you have an open-ended band, I like to have a couple available, some a little lighter, some a little more resistance. If you have a loop band, and you've got one of these, great. Grab them, make sure you've got them readily available. We'll use it for our core portion of class. Let's get started. We're going to be getting warmed up for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to run through our circuit twice today. Probably won't get through three times, but we'll get through twice. We're going to be doing a little bit of body weight work today, and then we're going to be adding the resistance in as well. So let's get marching. Stay with me here. Beautiful. Pull up those knees, get some movement in the arms. A nice early start to our Saturday today. We were preparing early this morning because it's our son's 17th birthday today. I can't believe I have a 17-year-old. Just amazing. Time has flown by. So in addition to it being his birthday, it is homecoming today in Michigan, in Saline. And you know what that is like, right? A lot of preparing. More for my daughter than for my son, though. All right, we're going to take it into some lateral movement. So go ahead and land your feet. Karate chop from the hips, bend in from the knees, step out, alternating sides. Upper body nice and tall, shoulders pull back, tap those feet. Beautiful. Excellent. Great. All right, we're going to double time it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 steps to one side, 2 steps to the other. In 5, a little coordination. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with 2 and switch. 2. Beautiful. And switch. That's it. Get 2 taps in. Beautiful. Nice job. Beautiful. Nice job. Keep those hips back. Make sure you plant that foot in. Good job. All right, keep it going. That's it. Keep it going here for 10, 9, 8, 7. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And march it out. Nice job. Beautiful. All right, little hip extension to a knee balance. Land those feet. Shoulders pulled back. Right arm, right leg reaches. Pull it up and kick it out. Pull it up. Little bend of that knee. Watch the shoulder. Make sure you've got a gentle range here. Try not to hyperextend it. Find that range that works for you. Beautiful. Stay with me for 5. We're going to pick up our tempo here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. At your own pace, pick it up. Beautiful. That's it. Talk about building up some heat here. Take your time. Ground into that left foot. Excellent. Beautiful. Stay with me here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Woo! Nice way to get that leg and arm nice and warmed up. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get ready. Land our feet in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Karate chop in, bend the knees, reach, pull up, reach, pull up. Excellent. Talk to me. Fantastic. We're going to pick up our tempo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Beautiful. Make sure you land in through that right foot. Really root into the feet here. Nice job. Oh, crazy. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it out. Nice job. Woo! Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and open up those feet. Sumo squat position. Feet are externally rotated. Heels are pulled in. We're going to bend in, reach the arms. Set up the feet, deepen in, lift up the shoulders, lift up the upper body. Arm circles. Beautiful. Now, as we're going to do the arm circles, I want you to slowly start lengthening the legs. Beautiful. Start bending the knees. Slowly come down. Slowly come up. Beautiful. Find your rhythm here. Beautiful. Keep those arms out. Make sure. Good. Nice and slow. We're going to pick up the tempo in 5, 4. We're going to switch directions. 3, 2, 1. Switch directions and up and down. Woo! Nice job. A little upper body and lower body here. Drop those shoulders. Looking great. Good. Fantastic. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. March it out. Well done. Woo! Fantastic. All right, land those feet. All right, shake out the arms. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. We're going to get into our main set. Grab some water. We're going to need just our body weight for this first round, or for this round for lunges. We're going to be doing single leg reverse lunges. And then we're going to be moving into the other leg for the other side. No bands on this round. So we're going to be taking our right leg back. If it feels comfortable for you, you'll take it into a knee bend. If you want to just come back into a lunge and then back through center without the knee bend, that's entirely up to you. Make it work for your body today. Starting at the top of our mat, 45 seconds. Starting with the right leg, gaze is forward. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Only one leg. So make sure that left knee nice and grounded. You're hinging from the knee. Really, the placement of that left knee is not moving. Beautiful. Looking great. Beautiful. Fantastic. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set it back at the top here. All right, we're going to switch over to the left side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Here we go. Now, as you're doing this first round, tune in with how you're feeling. Maybe working out some little scratchy parts here, some little wigglies, getting our body still even more warmed up. So just feel free to make any modifications on tempo, whatever feels right for you. Great, we got 10 seconds left. Nice job. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Woo! Excellent job. All right. So we're going to take our band next. So 1 foot or 2 feet, that's really a function of how long your resistance band is. If you've got 2 feet in and it feels too tight, then we may want to modify. We're going to be doing some single, double bicep curls, hammer curls. You're going to hold your weights like a coffee cup. So we're going to come single, and then double. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Single, and double. Remember, you're the driver in this car, right? You're the driver in the seat. You get to choose where you want your resistance. If you need it to be a little lighter or a little heavier, then you have that choice to make it work for you. Fantastic. Looks great. Nice job. Fantastic. Keep going. We got 10 seconds left. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Fantastic. Excellent job. All right, we're going to take just one foot out of the strap here, and we're going to take it into a tricep kickback. I'm going to hold it like a coffee cup as I go into my kickbacks here. So arms are going to be kind of tucked into the side. I've got a bit more of like a staggered stance here. We're going to lean in. We're going to kick it back through center. So a little bent over position, back is long, abs are pulled in. Beautiful, nice and steady. That looks lovely. You guys look great. So again, if the band is too light, tighten it up. You can feel that. Beautiful, 15 in. Keep your abs pulled in here. If you need to bend that front knee because that feels a bit more supportive, please do. 15 seconds. Keep it going. Nice job. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Well done. Excellent job. Fantastic. Shake that off. All righty. Now, next we're going to be going into some sumo squats with some pull apart. So we're going to be doing a little combined work here. If the pull apart with the band doesn't feel right for you, just do the sumo squats. Let that be your option for this round. So we're going to be working a bit of the posterior part of the shoulder. Arms are going to be open, shoulder distance apart. Feet are going to be externally rotated. As we're going to come down to our sumo, we're going to pull apart, back through center. Beautiful. Here we go. Good. You guys look great. Fantastic form here. Really nice and strong. Beautiful. Good. 12 seconds in. Keep it going. Nice. Good. Beautiful. Now watch that you're not popping through your ribs here. I want you to come down, holding your upper body really in its normal positioning. You're only working the shoulders here. Might be tempting to pop in and kind of extend the back, but I want you to keep your back neutral. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Fantastic. Woo! Shake that off. Nice job. Fantastic. All right. Now we're going to go ahead, release that band. We're going to be doing single leg circles. So we're going to do about 22 seconds on one side, 22 seconds in the opposite direction, one leg, and then we'll move over to the other side. So you can use a wall. You can use something if you want to have a little bit of support. Feel free to grab onto something. You're going to anchor into your left foot. Heel's going to be flexed. We're only moving through that hip joint here. So nice movement here. Keep your abs pulled in. Nice and tall. Good. So about 22 seconds in this direction. Then we're going to reverse that direction. And I want you flexing through your heel. So toes up towards you, heel down towards the floor. It's going to fire up the back of the body of the legs here. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to switch directions. Other way. Beautiful. Tremendous amount of work on the balancing leg, right? You can feel that leg working really hard here. Good. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Shake that off. Woo! Always humbled by that amount of work in the legs. Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's get ready. Balance into that other side. Great balancing work too. Right foot into the ground, flex into the left. Here we go. You choose your direction. Doesn't really matter to me. Try to stay tall. Circle doesn't have to be massive either, right? Like find that range that works for you. If you want it to be more of a smaller circle, that's good. Just focus on getting those glutes engaged here. Don't lock into that right leg. All right, we're going to switch directions in 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Other way. Beautiful. Nice job. Awesome. 12 seconds. You got it. Fantastic. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Relax the legs. Fantastic. Nice job, everyone. All right, shake it off. Let's grab some water. Then we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to take our bands and we're going to wrap them right above our upper thighs. If you have a loop band, go ahead and bring it above your thigh, above your knees. If you don't have a loop band, but an open-ended band, just go ahead and tie it. Make sure you're not touching the knees, okay? All right. So we're going to start off with our core work in a plank, and we're going to do some step outs. Now, the band is going to offer some additional resistance to the step outs. If you're doing a kneeling plank, then you won't be able to do the step outs because your knees are going to be down to the ground, but that's okay. Just hold on to the plank. That's enough then. If you're going to be doing the step outs, you're going to get a little added extra glute work if you're doing a full length plank position. Forearm or push-up is your choice completely. When you're ready, make your way down to the floor. That looks great. Sue, I love the way your camera is today. I see everything perfectly today. It's awesome. Great. Same with you, Vicki. You look great. All right, so the band being above the knee is important. Make sure that if you do ever put a band on, it's not on a joint, not on your ankles, and not directly onto your knee. So we're going to come into whichever version, upper body, push-up plank or forearm plank or kneeling. Go ahead and extend your legs. Get that body nice and long. Then we're going to step out to the side. So little step outs. Take it if you want it. Leave it if you don't want it, okay? It's all good. Here we go. Somebody. Beautiful. Nice job, everybody. Now make sure you're not leaning down with that pelvis. I want that pelvis nice and neutral. Head is stacked on the rest of the spine. If you need a break, take it. Beautiful. Well done. 15 seconds. You got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Fantastic. Set your hips down. Give yourself a little counter stretch here. Nice job, everyone. Fantastic. All right. We're going to swing those legs forward, and we're going to come into a supine position. So onto our backs. Beautiful. Now, we're going to bring our legs up to 90 degrees. That's my battery pack. Legs up to 90, hands behind the head. We're going to hold our legs here. Got a little pressure of the band into the legs. You can leave this if you want to. If this doesn't feel good, set your feet down. Hands behind the head, blades of the shoulders down onto the floor. Spine is neutral. We're going to inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now here, as you're doing your crunches, you've got a little pressure of the legs into the band. Getting a little extra work in there, a little muscular endurance there. But make sure that your knees are not kind of forward of the hips, because what happens when we do that is you've got automatically that low back is going to flatten out. I want you to keep your low back really neutral here. So you get that natural curve in the back. So that really forces your core to do all the work here. Make sure you breathe. Fantastic. Nice job. Good. Stay with me for 10, 9. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And set your feet down. Beautiful. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Excellent. All right. We're going to go into our bicycles here. So right shoulder towards left thigh. We're going to pull that knee in and then switch. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, pull it in. Back through center. Over to the other side. Nice job. Nice lift. So try to see if you can keep your elbows from moving. Just lift that upper body. Keep that spine neutral. Good. I know it's awkward because when we pull our knee in, I even have it too. I got to kind of watch my best to keep my spine kind of neutral as much as I can. Kind of naturally want to bring those low back down to the floor. Does take some time, does take some concentration. You've got it. Beautiful. Stay with me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set back down. Well done. Excellent. All right, got one more core exercise for this round. We are going to be doing some lower lifts, and then we're going to be doing kind of a modified lower lift. So I'd like you to take your band, if you can, and just release it so that it's below, between the ankle and the knee. So on the shin area. So hands can be placed underneath the glutes. So you have a little lift of the pelvis here to make sure you don't arch in through the low back. We're going to take our legs up to the sky. We're going to open, close, lower, open, close, lower, open, close, lift, open, close, lift, open, close, lower. Here we go. Lower. Doing about 2 lowers and then 2 lifts. So just repeating that sequence. I'm not going too far down. If you want to go down further, by all means, explore that. A lot of core work here. So I'm just focusing on controlling the movement of my legs from my core. It's so tempting to let the hip flexors do all this work. But really, when you tune in and hook into that core, magic happens in that low abdominal area. Lots of strengthening here. All right, keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your feet down. Nice job, everyone. Fantastic. All right, that's our set. That's what we got going on today. We're going to take it up to a standing position, start back from the beginning. We're just going to roll through it until we're done, and then we're going to move on to our yoga portion of our class. So we're going to start back up at the top of our set with our reverse weighted, unweighted lunges. So what I'm going to do on this round is I'm going to pick up the tempo just a little bit on some of the efforts. You can take it, you can leave it, totally entirely up to you. If you want to follow a different rhythm, that's good. I want you to follow your own rhythm. I'm going to add a little bit of intensity just with time, with the speed of it, no more with resistance. So, all right. Terrific, everyone. All right, so we're going to start at the top of our mat. We're going to go into our reverse lunges, body weight only, just one side, and then we'll move over to the other side after 45 seconds. All right, so let's start at the top. Shoulders relax, gazes forward. Make sure you're not looking up, not looking down. You're right ahead. You can see that journey ahead of you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, right leg only. Here we go. Beautiful. There you go. Ladies, I have to tell you, when I send off a challenge, you guys take it, wrap it around you, and you embrace it like a warm sweater. You are just such an incredible force. I love it. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Both of you, just amazing. So proud of you. 10, keep going. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo! Nice job. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's take it up. Other side. 5, 4, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Here we go. Left side only. Now, I really hope that you're starting to see all the gains from all the work that you've been doing over these weeks and months. Each time we show up, we help our body get stronger. So I want you to honor these movements. Take a look at them and see how they feel, how they've evolved over time. 15 seconds, because they have evolved. I know they have. They are not the same as they were when we first started. Keep going, because you have embraced it so well. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Nice job. Shake it off. Woo! Fantastic. All right, grab those bands. We're going to go into our bicep curls. Single, single, double. Whew. Fantastic. Remember, both feet can be in the bands. If the bands are short or too long, tighten them up, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Single, single, double. That's it. Nice job. Beautiful. That's it. Nice job. Fantastic. Beautiful. Looking great. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Nice job. Excellent. 10. Come on. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. Excellent job. All right, so we're going to take it from our bicep curls to our tricep kickbacks, staggered stats. So I do want to tell you that if you want to come into a bent over position, you can bend in through the knees. Maybe you do it staggered stance. Maybe both feet are here. It's whatever feels best for you. I'm going to do more of a pyramid pose here. So both feet parallel. I'm going to bend in slightly and lean in forward. Hold my weights like a coffee cup. Hug the ribs. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Kick it back. Pull those abs in. Nice job. That's it. Woo! You got it. Beautiful. 15 seconds. Excellent. 10, 9, looking great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Fantastic. Awesome job. Well done. Alrighty, we're already back to our sumos with our pull aparts. Shake that off. Remember, if your arms are getting a little tired and you want to break, just do the legs on this round, okay? All right, let's grab our band. Sumos, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make sure those knees are open. Inner thighs squeeze towards center. Squeeze those glutes. You've got it. Neutral wrists. Open, close. That's it. You guys look absolutely phenomenal. Keep it going. 20 seconds. We're there. Come on. Excellent. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Shake that off. Yeah. So this is one of those moments where you're like, all right, I'm going to drop the mic on that one. You're done. High five. Have a little bit of fun with it. All right, guys. Single leg circles. Then we're down to the floor. All right. Here we go. Let's get ready. Balance into one leg. It doesn't matter which one you want to start with. Here we go. Flex into that leg. Here we go. Start those circles. Yes. Looks great. Beautiful. Excellent. You got it. Well done. Let's switch directions. Here we go. Other side. Move that leg in the opposite direction. 15 seconds. This is my challenge to you. I want you guys to do this during the week. I want you to get off your desks from work, Stand up, just do a couple of these, get those glutes nice and strong. Beautiful. Go ahead, rest and shake it off. Well done. I have to say, these are one of those things I just kind of like, you'll see me randomly standing there just doing them while I'm doing dishes. Great to strengthen those glutes. All right, balance with that opposite leg, flexing through the heels. Here we go. Circles. Awesome. Again, the more you energize through the heel, the more it just fires up the back of the leg here. Well done. All right, stay with me for 5 more seconds. We're going to switch directions. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice. You got it. 15 seconds. Awesome. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Shake it off. Woo! Great job, everyone. Fantastic. All right, let's finish up. We've got our planks, we have our crunches, we have our bicycles, and then we have our lower and lifts. We've got 4 more efforts to go, and then we're going to stay down on the floor and we're going to get into a little bit of yoga. So let's go ahead and get ourselves ready. Loop band or not. Maybe you use your open band and you type. And remember, you don't even have to use your bands, eh? If you're like, yeah, I don't want to use the band, you can do everything without the band. So just remember, there's always options. Like the options are endless. All right. So we're going to start off down on the floor in a plank with those step outs. Added a little bit of extra glute work in here today. Again, take it if you want to, leave it if you don't, okay? All right, team. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step it out. Maybe we're taking a little bit more tempo in this round. Beautiful. Excellent. You got it. Keep it fired up here. Bad, bad girl. Yes. Keep it going. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back. Release the knees. Woo! Nice job, everyone. Just amazing. Fantastic. All right. Let's bring this to the floor. We're going to go into our crunches. Knees at 90 if you want to take it. You're also welcome to leave the feet on the floor. And I'm going to tell you that if you're not sure whether you should or not, sometimes for me, the cue is if I feel like I'm working more of my hips than I'm working my core and I'm struggling to keep my legs up because my hips are getting tired, that's my cue to say, all right, let's focus, bring the feet down, and let's focus just on the core. Because if your hips are getting fatigued, you're not going to be able to really focus on the core. So if that's the case, let your feet down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 135 seconds left to go here. That's it. Keep it going. Beautiful. Remember, try not to strain through the neck. Nice job. 15 seconds. Just looking beautiful, ladies. 10. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Set those feet down. Excellent. Well done. Woo. All right. So on this next round for bicycles, I'm going to give you an alternative option here to bring the legs up to 90 and move the legs like we normally do in bicycles, right? Or continue with your feet flat to the floor, pull up, back through center. You choose what works best for you. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Try to relax through the neck. Try to relax through the jaw, the shoulders. Bringing that awareness to the upper body is so important, just to relax. Try not to strain. Excellent. Keep it going. Beautiful. 15 seconds, team. Come on. That's it. You've got it. Woo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Woo. Yes. Well done. Guess what? We're at the 45-second mark. We are done after this, okay? Let's go ahead and move our band. Set it between the knees and the ankles. I'm going to set my hands just underneath my glutes so I've got a little lift of the pelvis. Legs are going to extend. 3, 2, 1. Open, close, lower. Beautiful. Lift. Go as many times as feels comfortable. I'm kind of exploring here. Maybe I'm going to take it a little bit further down. I'm going to kind of take it to that point where I'm like, oh yeah, I can feel that. I feel like that my pelvis wants to tip over, so I'm not going to go beyond. I'm not even going to go close to that. So just explore what works best on your body. A lot of low core here. Beautiful. 10 seconds left and we're done. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. All right, that's a drop the band type of moment here. Let it go. Woo! Fantastic, everyone. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to switch the music over. If you have yoga blocks at home, I think it would be handy to bring them nearby because we're going to use them. And I'd like to use them for a little bit of support in today's practice because we're going to be doing some work on our hips today. We're going to be moving the whole body, but we're going to be also focusing a little bit on the hips today. And having the yoga blocks as a support is a really nice tool to use. So go ahead and grab them. I'm always fascinated at how quickly time goes by sometimes. Whew. Okay. All right, everyone. So we're going to begin today in a supported bridge pose. So using your blocks, I'd like to get us right into our practice today. We'll begin by breathing down, but we'll start it in a supported bridge. So with the yoga blocks, you have a couple of options. You can set it at its medium height, at its low height. You can set it here, but I don't find this as stable for me. So I usually don't touch that. So let's bring ourselves down to the floor, feet hip distance apart. Get yourself comfortable. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and lift your sacrum up, press the feet into the floor, and just go ahead and set your block underneath your sacrum. And you choose what best works for you. So maybe it's at its medium height, maybe it's its low height. And bridges are probably one of my favorite poses for so many reasons. And I know you've heard me say this a million times, so I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but it's a good reminder. For me, a bridge is like opening up the front body. It's like expanding my heart. It just allows everything to just feel really free and open and expansive. Like you're kind of just allowing yourself to open up. There's a little bit of vulnerability I find in this pose, but in a good way to allow ourselves to just be. Maybe you extend your arms out to a T shape and let your chest open. Just kind of work out any resistance you might be consciously or unconsciously holding on to. So see if you're tightening through the muscles of the low back, maybe of the inner thighs, the toes, the knees, the hips. Just try to let the body seep down. This can feel very, very tension releasing the low back. I know for myself, it feels really, really good. And I want this to feel good, so make any modifications that is necessary for your body. Just take a couple of nice deep diaphragmatic breaths to the belly. Breathe out from the belly, out through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels most relieving. Just relax the shoulders, soften the eyes. While you're here, tune into what your mind is doing. You find yourself being pulled away. Maybe there's some external sounds. Maybe there's thoughts of what you have to do today. Just kind of walking into your mind like a really nice acquaintance or a neighbor. Someone you know, but you don't know really great. And I want you to think of those thoughts as just their acquaintance. You don't have to be best friends with them. And you'll see them drift by, you'll wave, and then let them go on their way. So think of your thoughts as that acquaintance that's just saying hello and then going out. But your real friend here, your best friend, your friend in the world is your breath. Take your attention, all your attention to your breath. Nourish it, focus on it. Know that it's there to support you, soften your mind, to give you everything you need, just like best friends are intended to do. Now, depending on where you are in your block, maybe it feels comfortable and safe to bring your knee up. If you're in a medium height and it feels a little unstable, maybe you want to adjust your block and set it down its lowest height and pull your right knee in towards your chest, keeping the left knee bent. Gently keeping the spine long, and you can always do this without the block, so feel free to explore doing it with and without the block if you want to just see how it feels. As you pull the right knee in towards the chest, start to create some circles in the ankles, maybe about 4 or 5 in one direction. And then maybe 4 or 5 in the other direction. And then go ahead and bring that foot back in through center. Set the right foot down to the floor. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Pull that left knee in, gently hugging it in towards your heart. And just give it a couple of rotations in one direction. Maybe 4 or 5. And then rotate in the opposite direction. Maybe 4 or 5. Wonderful. And then go ahead and set that left foot down. Wonderful. Now I'm going to take my yoga block to its lowest height. And I'm going to set myself down. And that just feels a little bit more supportive. So if you want to do the same, feel free. And this time we're going to take both knees in towards the chest. Try to notice any sticking points in the hips here. Maybe there's this, I don't know. I know for myself initially it just feels a little bit more, not as fluid. Just try to bring the knees in, relax through the upper body. Now, depending on how it feels for you, you can go ahead and extend your right leg up to the sky. Keep your left knee in. And go ahead and lengthen that right leg all the way long. Now, this can feel accessible. This can feel not accessible for certain people, especially if we've got some really tight hips here. Sometimes bringing the foot all the way down to the floor doesn't feel accessible today. So just maybe bend the knee, set the heel down. Just know that you have options here. Or just opening up that right hip and try to see if as you extend that right leg, you just allow the weight of the body to open. So If your inclination is to tighten through the leg, see if you can just relax the knee and the ankle. It's kind of letting it be in that space. Wonderful. And then when you're ready, go ahead and we'll bring that right knee in towards the chest. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Extend the left leg and go ahead and swim it all the way down. Maybe you bend the knee. Maybe your leg is fully extended. So if you're doing this on a block or not, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. We're just opening up the hip here. Wonderful. Now keep your left leg there. If it feels okay for you, we can extend the right leg. And this is really optional. You choose what feels best for you. And we'll take that right leg down, opening up both hips on the side. If it doesn't feel good to you, bring your knees in towards your chest. Maybe explore opening one hip and then the other. You want to explore this. And again, maybe taking that block down to its smallest height might really initiate a little bit more comfort. So think of that as just that opportunity that going in too heavy, too hard can feel a little bit much. So explore that you've got some different options there with the blocks. Now we're going to take the right arm up overhead. If that feels accessible to you, if that doesn't feel good on the shoulders, just rest the right arm at the side. And we're going to just give ourselves a lateral bend. So take the right arm as if you're kind of leaning over towards the left. Often we do this standing. And then maybe take the right leg just a little tad over to the left. And here we're going to explore just opening up that psoas. Even the side body feels like it's getting a nice stretch here. Hips are both down to the ground. So we're not creating rotation here. We're just going to let everything stay glued to the earth, to the block, and just open up that side body. Wonderful. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves back through center. Set the right hand down and bring the right foot back towards base. And let's go ahead and extend the left arm. And again, just a lateral bend here. You still got the hips really open here with the block. Shoulders are down to the ground. Hip is down to the ground. Just opening that side body. Wonderful. And let's go ahead and come back through center. And then let's go ahead and bring both feet in. Now, if it feels good for you, we can slide maybe just one foot and open into a half butterfly here. This might not feel comfortable. If it doesn't, set your legs long. Go back to that opening of the hip. Maybe you do a single side, just opening up the hip in a gentle butterfly here. Perhaps you explore with the other side, maybe doing another single side butterfly, just opening up the left hip. Maybe you explore by bringing both soles of the feet together and finding that reclined butterfly. Just allowing the hips to open here. Again, if you want to take the block away and come directly to the earth because it feels more supportive, please do. Please do. This can feel a little intense, so just kind of explore what works best for you, especially if you're going through some low back stuff. Definitely come down to the ground. Take a few breaths to the belly. Relax the shoulders. Wonderful. When you're ready, we're going to slowly, if you're in reclined butterfly, go ahead and take your knees slowly and bring them back through center. Wonderful. And let's go ahead and press in through the feet, start to engage through the glutes, and gently lift ourselves up high enough that you could set the block over to the side and release it. Beautiful. Let's reset back here in center. Go ahead and take the knees in towards the chest and just give ourselves a little rocking knees to chest here, spreading the low back out. Maybe stirring the pot with the knees, pulling in and rounding and spreading the low back in, moving through the hip joint. Again, I can't emphasize enough how important it is that you just explore your own body and what it needs. So be curious, see if you need something different. Maybe you want one leg, maybe you want both. Maybe we reverse directions and stir our pot in the other way. Just pulling in the breath here. Wonderful. And then whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and make our way back towards center. Set our right foot down and cross our left over our right, finding that figure four. If you want to, you can draw that right thigh in towards your chest, interlace the fingers, soften through the shoulders, pulling the right thigh in towards your heart, opening the left. Just notice what happens to the rest of the body. Can you keep it soft, accessible? Just holding this space. Notice as you come into this figure four, which can feel quite intense, see if you can soften up the feelings that you've got in the leg and then the hip. See if there's a way you can breathe into it and ease yourself into this pose. Moving your body into this pose in a shape that feels good for your body. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and set that right foot down. Unwind your left from your right. And let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Draw the left thigh in towards the heart. Ease into this. Just allow the hip to open. Allow some softness through the chest and through the heart. So this is like a reclined pigeon pose, and we're going to go into full pigeon, but what I want you to remember is if full pigeon doesn't feel good, this is the perfect alternative. This is the pose, just in a different relationship to gravity. So if when we come into full pigeon, if that doesn't work for you today, I encourage you to come back here. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and set our left foot down. Unwind our right from our left. Terrific. At your own pace, we're going to roll onto one side and we'll make our way into all fours. Let's get ourselves into that tabletop position here. So from here, hands underneath shoulders, just do a few cat-cows here. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, tops of the feet rest down to the floor. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, open up the heart. Spread the shoulder blades wide, clavicles open. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, let the head fall towards the knees. Soften the neck. Inhale, arch the back, open up the heart. Exhale, pull the belly in, round into the spine. And just flow at your own pace here. We're going to do maybe a few more sets here. So just breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Beautiful. One last set. Fantastic. Make our way back in towards center. And let's go ahead and take both blocks and we're going to set them at their highest height. And we're going to take our left foot forward. So we're going to begin with a kneeling lunge here. And this is, again, just to open up a little bit through the hips. And I take the blocks at their highest height. I'm going to bring them towards center a little bit so I have something for my hands to rest onto. As you're here, open up the front of the body, bring the clavicles wide, shoulder to shoulder. pull up through the belly, lean in, open up the right hip. And then ease into this, just kind of melt into it. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and press off that left foot, extend the front leg, toes towards center, bring the blocks with you, lengthen through the spine. So keep that back nice and long, toes towards you. You're going to feel that lovely opening in the back of the body. I want you to relax through the upper body. Try not to strain here. Find some softness through the hands, some softness through the shoulders. Wonderful. And then go ahead and walk your hands back forward and bring yourself back into that kneeling lunge. Now from here, we're going to move into our pigeon. So let me just explore what the pigeon looks like. So the left foot's going to be here. We're going to toe heel that foot over towards the right side of the mat. Now, my knee will never find 90 degrees. So I always pull my heel in towards center. So please make it work for you. Now, the yoga blocks can set yourself underneath your left hip. And that can really add a little bit of support here. Maybe you're going to stay lifted. So this is a really big hip opener. Make sure your abs are slightly drawn in. Back is long, shoulders are relaxed. And if you want to explore, you could take your yoga block, the other one, and set it right in front of you and maybe come down a little bit. Now, you don't have to have the block underneath the left hip, but if this is a new pose for you, I would encourage you to just explore. Maybe you take the block, maybe you don't. I know for myself, when I first got into pigeon pose, it almost took my breath away. Now we're going to be here for about 10 breaths. And my rule of thumb with pigeon is to take each exhale and make yourself 1% more comfortable. So don't hold your breath here. Just explore your breath. And each time you exhale, there's a little bit of that release. Just relax the shoulders, the jaw. And this is where that acquaintance might come back, right? Those thoughts. When is the 10 breaths going to be over? When is she going to tell us to get out of it? Take that away. Say a little wave of the thoughts. Let them drift by. Just come back to your breath. Settle in. Let's take one more big breath. And then release. Just as carefully as we took our time to get into this pose, let's set our hands down to the floor and just make our way up. So make sure your abs are drawn in and just slowly press yourself up. You're going to want to curl the right toes under, lift that right knee up and press up. Take that left foot back and let's just meet in downward dog and just move through the legs here. Downward dog doesn't feel comfortable, come into child's pose. Just kind of wiggle it out, especially through the knee joint. Just kind of move out of that position. Fantastic. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and set your feet down, your knees down to the floor. We're going to grab our blocks again. This time we'll take that right foot forward. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So make our way into that kneeling lunge. The beautiful part about doing work like this is we get to explore. We get to explore what feels good on one side and how does it feel on another. So maybe this side feels a little more spacious. Maybe it doesn't. And it's just this kind of exploration of the body, tuning into the physical part of the body and the asanas, the poses. Grounding the body into the floor. Softening the shoulders and the jaw. Maybe there's a softness in the eyes. Beautiful. And then you can always go ahead and lengthen that front leg. Come into that hamstring stretch. Bring the blocks with you. Toes towards center. Press a little bit of that heel into the floor. Beautiful. Let's walk our hands back through center one more time. And then this time we're going to get ourselves ready to go into our pigeon. So framing that front foot, and go ahead and toe heel the feet so that your foot is kind of walking over towards that left side of the mat. And then you can go ahead and bring yourself into that pigeon. So one thing with pigeon is we want to keep the hip bones nice and neutral here. So if you've got your right hip kind of leaning down, you're going to create some rotation through the pelvis, and that's not going to feel great on your back. So try to keep the hip bones nice and neutral. Maybe your hips don't quite come down to the floor. My right hip is very lifted. So maybe explore coming down into a sleeping pigeon. You can even explore taking the forehead to the yoga block or forearms to the block. It's really just that, an exploration, kind of exploring what feels best for your body. Try to soften through the jaw and through the shoulders. Oftentimes we tension up. Remember that each time we take a breath, I want you to exhale out and make yourself 1% more comfortable. And that can be the natural releasing of any tension in the body. Softening the jaw. Just kind of tuning in with where you're at right now. So these hip openers are so great, especially for doing a lot of walking and hiking, and even just finding ourselves sitting down and at a desk. This is just a great way to open up the hip. Wonderful. Let's take one more deep breath in. Big exhale out. And just as carefully as we went in, let's go ahead and set our hands down to the floor and press ourselves up. And we're going to take the yoga block and set it off to the side. And we're going to sit onto our right hip. So we're going to come right to the floor. Wonderful. And we'll go ahead and sit in our staff pose and just go ahead and extend the legs out and kind of wiggle them out here. Just kind of move a little bit through the knees and through the upper body, just nice and soft here. Good. Nice job. All right. We're going to make our way down to the floor for a little Shavasana Neck. So let's go ahead and make ourselves comfortable. Maybe bring your knees in towards your chest just to start off. And if there's something that's calling to you, something that you feel like your body needs here, go ahead and take this time and do it now. Maybe a little movement through the hips, maybe a little happy baby or something else, whatever's kind of calling to you. Maybe just go directly into Shavasana. Wonderful. And then whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and make our way down into Shavasana. Maybe you want your legs extended. Maybe you want to come into a different pose, maybe constructive rest pose, the knees knocked together. Perhaps your palms are open. Maybe one hand's on the heart, one hand's on the tummy. Just explore what's calling to you right now. What do you feel like you need? Do you need to kind of harvest the energy from within? Maybe take one hand to your heart, one hand to the tummy, and just kind of explore what you have in you right now. Maybe you need some energy. So open the palms and imagine the energy is just seeping into the hands, rejuvenating you and supporting you. And as we rest here, we're going to allow ourselves to focus on the rise and fall of our heart and our tummy. Knowing that if any time our acquaintance pops in, we're going to reshift our attention back to our breath. Soften everything and relax. Now, before we reawaken, please know that you are welcome to stay here longer. If your body is calling for a little bit more rest, please honor that request and just stay where you are. Otherwise, if you want to start to move the hands through the feet and the toes and maybe wiggle the fingers to create a little bit of that physical reawakening back to our space. Maybe you explore this gentle movement of the head side to side. And then, if you want, you can go ahead and roll onto your favorite side and just take a moment or two to breathe in a few times, a nice softening breath. Otherwise, stay where you are. You can stay exactly where you are, or if you want to, you can come up to seated, but please just honor you. Do you. And with a gentle bow of our head towards our hands, maybe be reminded of the divine that lives within us all. May your heart always stay warm. May your smile always stay broad. And may the light that shines in me honor and see the light that shines in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please enjoy your weekend, and from my heart to yours, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next week up north, so we'll have a little different background, but we'll be together. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.